The beet is bigger than a football. It's oval and a dusty, gnarled brown. Ben Abadi III cradles it in his arm and slices it open, chopping through the beet's rough exterior and revealing a sweet white core.
And hopefully this is kind of what goes to the factory. Okay. Limit the amount of green that goes in there, and you just have a raw sugar beet.
We're standing in a field to the west of El Centro. Around us, rows and rows of leafy green sugar beets poke from the soil. Abadi's family has been farming here for generations. The Imperial Valley is one of the best places in the world to grow sugar beets. There's good soil and plenty of sunlight, and there's the Spreckles Sugar Factory, the last beet sugar processing plant in California, which turns beets into sugar by the truckload right here in the valley.
I'll do this for you, and we can see how sweet it is. And you take a bite of it, you don't want to eat it, but it's still fairly sweet. You can taste the sugar.
But this could be the Imperial Valley's last sugar beet harvest. This year, the company that owns the Spreckles Factory, Southern Minnesota Beet Sugar Cooperative, announced that they're planning to close it down and move their operations back to the Midwest. That means beet farmers in the valley will have nowhere for their crops to go.
We're already in an economy that's struggling a little bit, and to lose a major crop is not good news.
John Hawk chairs the Imperial County Board of Supervisors. He says more than 400 workers will lose their jobs at the Spreckles factory alone.
But more than what we lost as a county is what our unemployment figures will look like when you lose 400, 500 jobs. And it's not just losing those jobs. You look at all the outside jobs.
Hawk says the closure will also create broader ripples affecting truck drivers, equipment operators, and other workers who support the industry. That's a big deal in the Imperial Valley, a region which has the highest unemployment rate in the state and where agriculture is the second largest employer. To be clear, it's not that there won't be demand for sugar beets. The crop is huge in the United States. More than half of all the sugar made in the U.S. comes from sugar beets as opposed to sugar cane. The challenge is that the federal government places strict limits on the sugar market.
At least since the Great Depression and the Roosevelt administration, there have been public policies that have sought to protect or stabilize or maintain the prosperity of American agriculture.
Stephen Kafka is a retired agroecologist at UC Davis. He says the way it works is that the federal government gives out beet sugar allocations, or quotas, to a small number of specific sugar processing companies, and then those companies decide which farms get to grow sugar beets. Kafka says those policies are meant to support the economies of rural communities by giving U.S. industries an advantage over international competitors. But when a company like Southern Minnesota decides to consolidate its operations, that can hurt places like the Imperial Valley.
That's their intention now, is to close this factory and remove sugar production back to Minnesota. They are unwilling to sell the factory and the right to produce sugar to local interests.
A representative from Southern Minnesota did not agree to an interview with KPBS. In a statement, they said it was a difficult decision, but that the 100-year-old plant was too expensive to maintain. County officials aren't giving up on sugar beets yet. This summer, the Board of Supervisors went to Washington, D.C. to see if Congress would give them the rights to build a new sugar plant in the Imperial Valley. But they say it's going to be an uphill battle. Here's Hawk again.
When we went to Washington, the answer was it's going to be very tough. The sugar lobby is very, very controlled. They're not about to just give up market share.
Back in the Abadi family fields, Armando Gonzalez is getting ready for an afternoon shift. Gonzalez has been hauling sugar beets since he was 18. His family's company drives the trucks that catch beets from rumbling harvesters and carry them north to the Spreckles factory. His family has been working with the Abadis for over 40 years.
This is about 80% of my income. We're doing 50 loads a day, and from one day to the next, hey, there's not going to be any sugar beets next year. So this is huge.
Gonzalez says he's heard the rumors about the county's efforts to keep the sugar industry alive, but right now, that's not something he and his family can rely on.
Well, I'm going to try to stay busy hauling bottom dumps, construction, trucking, and whatever I can get, whatever I can do to, stay afloat. We'll see, day by day. Right now, I want a vacation after we finish this long, rough season, and then we'll see.
For now, Gonzalez says he's planning to finish out this year's harvest. After August, they'll see what comes next. In El Centro, Kori Suzuki, KPBS News.